years now, I've been nothing but a corporate puppet that's influenced by the brilliant marketing and pretty colored shoes. But no more. It's time to break free, boys. And this is the review of the Last Resort VM001 Suede High. This is like one of the first runs of their shoes that they put out. I bought it like forever ago, but I just haven't got to it yet. This shoe company was started from a very ambitious skateboarder whose only mission behind all of his companies is to break free from the corporate way of things, which is a brilliant way to market to skateboarders because that's how all of us feel. But just because you have a lot of passion and a really good message doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna make a good skateboarding shoe. So by the end of this, I'm gonna tell you whether or not these are good or maybe not. Oh! Jesus Christ. And of course, I'm not homies with anybody at Last Resort. They didn't pay me to make this video, and I bought these shoes for $100. And for a shoe that cost $100, you better believe that I'm gonna tell you what's good and what's bad about these shoes. That's a lot of money for some skate shoes. I've been skating these shoes for over a month now, and I have formed my complete opinion on whether or not these shoes are quality skateboarding shoes. When I say quality, I mean like, are they good for skating? Do they stand up to skating? Is this a good shoe for you to skateboard in? These shoes have reinforced double-stitched panels in high-wear areas, a structured lace made with 100% cotton. The sole's pattern is created with grip and stability in mind, with a slanted angle so as to not collect gravel. So that means that the tread on the bottom of the shoes is made to not get gravel stuck in it. I have never seen a shoe company pay that much attention to detail as to not get little rocks stuck in the bottom of your shoe so you don't scratch up your grip tape. I'm impressed by that. The first thing that I noticed about these shoes is that they do run a little bit bigger. So if you can, find a way to try them on before you get them, but if you're just buying them online, I would recommend going a half size smaller. This is also a vulcanized shoe, and much like a lot of vulcanized shoes, these have a lot of really good board feel. I did not have to look down too often to be able to tell where my foot was on my board. But with great board feel comes absolutely terrible impact protection. I could tell after the first session in these shoes, my feet were gonna hurt a lot. Damn it. So I did put some footprint insoles in here, and then after that, it not only solved my impact protection issue, but it also helped the shoe fit better. So if you do like jumping down stuff and you wanna try these, then get the right size for you and get an insole to put in here so that they fit good and they solve the impact protection issue. I'm actually really impressed with how durable that these shoes have been because it has been over a month and I have been skating more than usual this month. And I have not yet broke through any of this suede. The only real damage that I've done to this shoe is on the sole of the shoe. The back of my right heel is worn down a lot and is almost done, as well as breaking the logo off of the back of the right heel. The lace placement on these shoes is placed very high up and in the middle of the shoe, making it so that it doesn't really come in the line of fire of where I do my kickflips. So I have not been able to break any of these laces, and my friends that have skated these shoes haven't broken their laces either. But what my friends have done and what I have noticed that I had to do a lot is tie these shoes a lot tighter than I would have liked to. This entire upper is made out of a seemingly thick suede that hasn't really worn down or broken any holes in yet. I haven't even torn the stitches that go around the eyelets of where the shoelaces are. Although this suede upper is very thick and durable, it doesn't really seem to have that much structure to it, which seemed to be very beneficial when it came to how durable that these shoes are. But in turn, that lack of structure does make it so you give up that stiff new shoe feeling, which I really do like my shoes to be brand new feeling as long as possible. The stiffer the shoe, the better. These shoes do not have a lot of breathability. They are a fully suede upper with 5 little holes on the inside of the shoe. But at the same time, I did not sweat through the suede. The inside of the shoe has a layer of canvas that I think was absorbing all of my sweat. Because trust me, my toes were so wet. The tongue on this shoe does not have any elastic bands holding it in place. But what it does have is one little eyelet in the middle of it that the laces will go through to hold it down. And you know what? When I noticed this, I was worried about my tongue sliding onto the side of my foot or something like that, but it didn't. So the tongue does stay in place very well. The most structure on this shoe is in the back of the heel. This is by no means a super stiff heel, but it is structured enough to hold your ankle and give you that little bit of extra security. God. I do understand that they took the minimalist approach when it came to the look of these shoes, and the silhouette does look cool, but I could not get over the fact that every time I looked down at my foot, I felt like I was wearing a slipper. Now that I think about it, it kind of looks like something that Kanye would make from his like homeless collection of clothes. The lack of lines, patches, and extra materials that could go on the toe cap or along the walls of this shoe made me feel like I just had a slipper on the whole time I was skating. And although these shoes did break in very fast, I didn't get used to the way that they skated until after like a week of skating them. I had to change and adapt the way that I do my flip tricks in order to get the response that I wanted from these shoes. Every shoe is different, so you're not gonna be always able to skate them immediately. So it definitely did take me a little while to get used to the way that these shoes responded to my skating. After I did get used to them, I still had a small lack of confidence because I felt like I was wearing slippers. I felt so good about that front pop too.
Hey, let's talk about your fucking jeans though.
This is the new fashion. It's called Don't Get Caught on the Fence Jumping Over the Fence. Last Resort is a company made for and by skateboarders. And you can tell by the quality of this shoe that they definitely took their time making it a good skateboarding shoe. Now, with that being said, if you were to ask me if I wanted to skate a pair of these shoes again, I would say hell no, all right? I could not get used to them, and I didn't like the way that they responded to my skateboarding. However, I think that they did make a durable, very high quality product. And if you like vulcanized shoes, you should definitely try them. I, however, am not going to be trying them again. So you need to leave a comment down below, let me know what shoes I should skate next, so that way I can pick from there, and please pick one that I will like. Because although these were made very well, I didn't end up liking them. And if you have watched this far, then you get a shoe drop. Oh, look at that. Ta-da! And if you've watched this far, leave a comment saying, yes, I support skateboarder owned stuff. And I'm not gonna just sit there and cry about it. I'm gonna do something about it. Because that's what I do, and that's what the Last Resort guys did, and that's what you should do too. So stop bitching. Go do something great. Huzzah! Okay, bye. Hey, I'm guessing that these are your shoelaces. Can your shoelaces handle getting axed? Can your shoelaces stand up to a machete? Getting hit with an axe and a machete is nothing like skateboarding friction. Well, can it take a million kickflips from a belt sander? Those shoelaces weren't able to do it, but mine were. So, those shoelaces and get some ripped shoelaces. Link in the description. Your order is gonna come with free shoe drops while supplies last. Still, I don't know how long it's gonna take.